really didn't feel like making a video. Had some things in the works that I was going to work on and put out later, but something happened last night that forced my hand. But before I go into the details of that, the very exciting and juicy details, I'll start with a little story. So, sometime in June, I'm sure I can find out the exact date, but sometime in June I bought my very first vehicle. It was a Jeep Cherokee Chief, 1988, 5-speed. So it was a 2-door as well. And those are really cool. So that was exciting for me to get my very first vehicle. It had a lot of work that needed to be done, but I was willing to do it. I have a thing for Jeeps. As you may know, I also have a Jeep, we also have a Jeep Comanche, the Jeep truck, and my brother has another Jeep Cherokee. So we are very much into Jeeps. So in June, I bought my first vehicle, which was a Jeep. So just bear with me here. The Jeep matters. The whole story comes in full circle. The Jeep had a lot of issues that I needed to work on, whether that be leaking oil, loose bolts, the engine starting to go out, the paint job is bad, it has dents, it just had a lot of issues. I was more than willing to put my money into fixing this vehicle. However, that's where everything comes full circle, and let's talk about why that might not happen as soon as I'd like it to. And one of the reasons I want to actually work on this Jeep so much is because I wanted to, first of all, make a video about restoring a cool 35-year-old vehicle. That would make a really cool video. I think anyone would enjoy a restoration progress video, which is what I plan to do, but also, it was my daily driver. I drove that thing to work. The reason why I'm talking about this Jeep in the past tense is because currently I can't move it. And it's not because anything's mechanically wrong. Well, it's probably better if I just show you what I mean. Isn't it crazy what weather we have? Right now, as of filming this video, it's November 5th. We just passed Halloween, Thanksgiving's coming up, but all around us there's already snow on the ground. Usually we get a late winter with little to no snow until Christmas time. Already here we have lots of snow and more to come. And with that, with the snow, came of course cold weather and cold air, with that came wind. Lots of wind, of which I was asleep through last night. The wind was blowing pretty hard all through the night, which is how this tree came down. And it's also the reason why my Jeep doesn't move. Now, if you haven't guessed, or if I haven't made it clear, my Jeep is stuck under this tree. Well, not entirely stuck under it. It's stuck though. Behold, my Jeep Cherokee Chief, 2-door, 5-speed, 4-liter. And it is very stuck. So let's go ahead and survey the damage. Got the fender kind of getting smushed right there. The new mirror I put in, still on there. It looks a little bent. That is how much weight is going on the back of this Jeep. It is the tires right up into the fender well or the wheel well. Very smushed. Let's go around to the back, see what we can see back here. Glass on the window broke. The window is broken, and as you can see, the up there where the roof is, where the roof meets the window, it's very bent, very crooked. That's just the weight of the tree sitting on top of my Jeep, that's all. Nothing too crazy, just it's just collapsed a bit, that's all. So I actually can't take this Jeep out until this is off of it, until all this stuff is off. Right now my Jeep is the only thing, I think, it's one of the main things holding up this whole structure. It's just, it's all sitting on top of my Jeep. So this will be the last thing to go. don't know what else to say. So I've been chopping away at this tree, trying to get it clean so I can actually see my Jeep. But I didn't realize the entire structure is just leaning off of it. So similarly to the Jeep Comanche and how I flipped that last year, I think it was January, I didn't want to have to make a video about repairing this Jeep because it got crunched by a tree. I didn't want to have to make the video. That was where I was gonna go with my next video, was to make what it's like to own a 35-year-old vehicle in the year 2022. That's not gonna happen because it's gonna need a lot more work. Until then, I don't have a car. It's not all that bad. Could be worse. What really is unfortunate is the fact that it snowed, and I didn't really get videos of the leaves falling and stuff, and hopefully the snow melts so I can get some videos of the leaves falling and the autumn vibe. Now, a little bit ago, and by a little bit ago I mean last year, about this time last year, I said this. I'll probably make a video about what exactly I do, probably in a month or two, to see if I actually still have the job. So obviously something happened. Either I kept that job or I didn't keep the job. Well, which one is it? I am happy to inform you, I do not have that job. I did not like it. I was here, let's go into depth a bit about this. I'm gonna give you the full story. Now, while I had that job, I was kind of sworn to secrecy. I couldn't really tell anyone what I was doing, and that was per the owner's or my boss's request. They were very private. They were very, very private people. Now, what exactly did I do? I was what's called a legal videographer, which is someone who takes videos of depositions, like court case type stuff. The thing is, that was all done through Zoom, all online, which means I was sitting behind the desk in the owner's basement for hours and hours and hours, watching and recording a Zoom meeting. That is, maybe that's your cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, because I like coffee over tea, and that was not good tea. I moved on, I quit as soon as I possibly could. I could go on and on about that job, but I quit. I had better things lined up once I quit that job. In that previous job, I wore a suit and tie. I was respectable. I was high society. Surely I had a better job lined up if I was gonna quit that job. The job I had lined up was Walmart. It was Walmart. I went back to Walmart, not a cashier or a checker or whatever else. I went back to the Walmart auto center working on cars. That was more my thing. I like the hard work that came with. I enjoyed that. So, but I don't work there now. See, now I work somewhere else. And that somewhere else is still the same job I had before, but more glamorous. I now work at a car dealership working on cars, the same thing, but this time I have a path. I have a career path lined up, which is being a mechanic. So it's a better job, and that's one of the reasons why I bought the Jeep in the first place, is because I had just gotten the job and I felt confident that if anything were to happen, I'd be able to fix it because I had a mechanic job. Let's just say my mechanic job doesn't really cover trees falling on top of vehicles. Now, why you or anybody else would care about what job I have is a mystery to me, but I thought I'd update on what's happening. I got a new job, I work on cars, and my Jeep got crushed, and there's snow in the middle of autumn when I want to be taking videos of leaves falling with no snow and rain. Yet here it is, snow in autumn, broken Jeeps, and a new job that doesn't pay as much as I would like it to pay. That's just another day in the life, and I have ripped my pants. I ripped my pants on the tree. That's awkward. So that was kind of an update on what's going on with my life. Today was actually going to be the day I put out a new Coffee Connoisseurs episode. That didn't happen because when I woke up, I saw a massive tree stretched across my beautiful Jeep. That's not conducive to a good Coffee Connoisseurs episode. So hopefully that'll come out soon. Hopefully that Coffee Connoisseurs episode will be out shortly. Expect that. So Coffee Connoisseurs episode coming out soon, an autumn video coming out soon, another Jeep video, that's my Jeep, my two-door Jeep Cherokee, and then another Jeep Comanche video coming out sooner rather than later. That is all coming out sooner or later. Now, if I can have a brief second of a moment of your time, like, comment, and subscribe Nande. And I'll be around. Oh, when I almost forgot to tell you, like I said in the last video, I'm trying to reach 100 subscribers by the end of the year. I don't think it'll happen, but if you know anybody that might enjoy this content, my channel, feel free to recommend my channel to them, that I might get subscribers. If you haven't, subscribe so we can make it to the goal of 100 subscribers by 2023. Anyways, thank you.